Amando. Just another week has gone by in the preseason. You guys wrapped up the weekend with a pretty dominant display against UDA. Just talk to us real quick about that weekend game.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to show, like, the chemistry that we're building. Like, the vibe has been really good at training. The sessions have actually been really tough, but I think in terms of how we're building together, how we're trying to, help each other out, how we're trying to get along on the field has really been showing. There's still, like, a couple things to improve in terms of fitness, but that's usual with preseason. But I mean, I've been feeling good. Not as good as I want to, but in terms of how I feel with my teammates, it's been really good, and I'm excited to get started.
What have you noticed on the team, right? The chemistry that's being built and the guys that you got this year. Just what can you tell us about the new faces on the team?
It just feels, what I would say to that? It feels more natural. It just feels like the guys that have come in, the new guys, the guys that have been here from last year, we know the situation we were in last year, and it was just kind of just, hey, let's just try to build something from the ground up, from zero, and it just felt so fluid. No one's really trying to do extra to communicate, which sometimes could be bad, but I think in this case, it's really helping us out just to kind of get to know each other during training, and especially during the game. So it's been good. It's been feeling good.
You guys are preparing for a week-long road trip in San Antonio at the end of the week. You're leaving this Saturday, and then you'll be in San Antonio all week next week. Just talk to us about the mentality and preparation heading to that week.
Yeah, I think this San Antonio trip is going to be kind of like the real test of seeing where we're at, in terms of, like, chemistry. Obviously, playing against college teams is good, to get the fitness up. But I think, being able to play against San Antonio, a team that's in our league, is really going to kind of, show us where we're at, in terms of, how the team has been, feeling. We won't be training as much, which is a good thing, but we'll be playing more, so I'm excited for that. I think the guys just want to just get out there and start playing, and, it'll be good to kind of leave home for a little bit, even though it's kind of home, it's kind of close, but it'll be good, and I think these games that we'll play over there will really help us to kind of solidify what we've been building.
Yes, sir. What would you tell the parents of El Paso to get the kids more involved in the community as far as playing sports?
I think you just get started, I think there's a lot of talent here in El Paso, and it always starts young. I think maybe the whole plan as a parent, I would feel like, hey, is my son or daughter can eventually reach something? And I don't think that should be the goal. I think it should just get your feet wet, start playing soccer. And I think a lot of these kids that, especially in our academy, who have come from these areas, it just starts from that. You just start with something that you like, and it's obviously help from the parents. So just a little bit of a push of saying, hey, just get started with playing soccer, and I think that'll help out the kids in El Paso.
How are you guys handling this transitioning of weather? These now getting ready for the season of this new year?
It's getting hot. You could tell these last couple of days. Today's a little bit chillier because of the wind, but I think most guys in the league have played in pretty hot places, so we're kind of getting used to it. Obviously in the summer you don't really get super used to it, but I think we'll be ready. We'll be ready for whatever happens.
And what would you tell your teammates as far as how you guys can come together as a team, as a group, and have a bit of better effort this year?
Yeah, I think for us, kind of what I mentioned a little earlier, that's kind of working for us in terms of chemistry, is not like really trying to force, like, hey, you got to play well with this guy, you got to play well with this guy. I think what we've been doing more so is just trying to do little things off the field that have been building us a little bit better, I think, this year. So, I don't want to tell anyone what to do, but for us, it's just kind of whatever happens on the field stays on the field, and let's try to build something nice outside so then it'll translate to in the field.
Okay.
Sweet. Thanks, broski. Appreciate that. Thank you.